After watching the Afterparty's second season, episode 4, we discovered that the poison used to kill Edgar probably came from the devil's trumpet in Hannah's garden. Does this make Hannah guilty? She sure had a reason to poison her stepbrother, but as she told it, she gave up her love for her brother's happiness. Was her story true? She was honest about not ruining the wedding, but this could be a sneaky trick to make her story sound real. The episode called Sebastian begins with an awkward talk between the Zhu and Minos families. Isabel grabs this opportunity to blame Grace for her son's death. Zoe hits back by spilling that Hannah's garden was where it came from that killed Edgar. Isabel then hints that Grace and her family planned Edgar's murder to get his money. At the same time, Sebastian handles business while Edgar's gone, and Anik and Danner focus on Sebastian as the next guy to look at. Danner asks Sebastian about Edgar firing him just before the wedding. Somewhere else, Zoe complains to Anik about Isabel's blame game, and Anik asks for proof to back up Zoe's side. Sebastian, though, says he didn't kill Edgar. He says he was fired by Edgar but insists he wasn't mad about it. Sebastian talks about his younger days in California to Anik and Danner, where he and his cousins were small-time con artists. In the end, Sebastian decided to leave that life, tricking his way into a fancy school. While at the school, Sebastian met Edgar, putting on a fake British accent to impress his classmates. Edgar at first looked down on Sebastian but got interested in his rare baseball card. They played a game for the card, and Edgar won, taking the precious thing. This led to them becoming friends and pulling off a big con, including a huge money-making scam. A few days before the wedding, Edgar found out Sebastian kept back 20% of their money, losing cash, and fired him. Edgar told Sebastian to hold off quitting until after the wedding to avoid a fuss. Sebastian was bummed about being kicked out of the business. Meanwhile, Vivian and Foam got caught by Isabel trying to get rid of some flowers. Isabel accused them of killing her son, but Zoe and Grace showed Vivian as a hoarder. Sebastian also said that he busted his cousins from jail to help him with a heist targeting Edgar's office safe that had all his digital cash. In the episode's last part, Sebastian tells how he pulled off the robbery on Edgar's safe but got caught by Edgar before getting away. He only wanted to take back the baseball card that stood for their friendship. When Edgar found him, they played another game. Sebastian knew he'd lose, so he switched the card with a fake, which Edgar tore up. In the end, Sebastian makes a strong argument against being Edgar's killer, but only Edgar, who's dead, could say for sure. Anik becomes convinced that Sebastian did it, but Danner decides to keep looking, thinking Sebastian might mess up. Elsewhere, Danner tells Anik why she quit being a cop. Zoe sees Hannah and Grace talking by the pool, and Hannah says she wasn't totally honest with Danner during questioning. The episode ends with 2 new clues for Danner and Anik, hinting that Edgar's death was part of a big plot, with Sebastian playing a small part. Still, Sebastian's innocence can't be proven without a doubt without real proof.